Hello, Immortal News family, and welcome back to our channel. In the last 24 hours, we have received the somber news of the passing of extraordinary talents, and today's episode is dedicated to honoring their memory. Before we start, we kindly ask for your support. If this video or the legacies of these remarkable individuals have touched your life, please consider giving this video a thumbs up as a sign of respect and remembrance. Thank you. Number 5. Jon Burnett was a beloved television personality whose warmth, humor, and authenticity endeared him to generations of viewers. Born in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1953, he brought his southern charm and charisma to Pittsburgh, where he became a household name over nearly 4 decades on KDKA TV. His career was defined by his versatility, transitioning from entertainment to news, talk shows, and ultimately trusted weather forecasting. Burnett first came into Pittsburgh's living rooms in 1982, when he joined Evening Magazine as a co-host. His natural storytelling ability and fearless approach to on-location reporting, including attempting stunts and immersing himself in different cultures, made him a fan favorite. In 1985, he became a co-host of Pittsburgh TodaY, where his playful banter with Patrice King Brown created one of the most memorable TV partnerships in local broadcasting history. When both shows ended in the early 1990s, Burnett took on a new challenge as a weather forecaster for KDKA TV. Though not a trained meteorologist, he tackled the job with his trademark enthusiasm and relatability, quickly becoming a trusted source for Pittsburghers. For nearly 30 years, he was a staple of the KDKA weather team, offering forecasts with a mix of professionalism and good-natured humor. His colleagues admired his ability to make every segment engaging, never taking himself too seriously but always taking the weather seriously. His work extended beyond television. Burnett was deeply involved in the community, supporting numerous charities and participating in local events. Whether hosting fundraisers, emceeing events, or simply taking time to talk to fans, he was always approachable and genuinely cared about the people of Pittsburgh. After retiring in 2019, Burnett faced serious health challenges, including memory loss and neurological issues, later linked to suspected CTE, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, from his years playing football. Despite his struggles, he chose to use his experience to raise awareness about brain health, encouraging others to participate in CTE research. His advocacy led to a surge in participants joining the National Sports Brain Bank, ensuring his legacy extended beyond broadcasting. Burnett passed away at age 71. His colleagues, friends, and viewers remember him not just as a talented broadcaster, but as a man with a huge heart, infectious energy, and an unwavering ability to brighten people's lives. Tributes to Jon Burnett. Number 4. Mike Lange was a legendary American sportscaster, best known for his iconic voice and colorful expressions as the play-by-play announcer for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Over 46 years behind the microphone, Lange became one of the most beloved voices in NHL history, delivering electrifying game calls and unforgettable catchphrases that became synonymous with Penguins hockey. His passion, enthusiasm, and unique style earned him the Foster Hewitt Memorial Award in 2001, recognizing his exceptional contributions to hockey broadcasting. Born on March 3, 1948, in Sacramento, California, Lange's path to hockey was unexpected. While attending Sacramento State University in 1969, a friend encouraged him to attend his first hockey game. That experience sparked a lifelong passion. He started working in the penalty box at local arenas before transitioning to play-by-play announcing, calling games for teams in the Western Hockey League, including the San Diego Gulls and Phoenix Roadrunners. Lange joined the Pittsburgh Penguins in 1974 as a radio announcer but briefly left after one season due to the team's financial struggles. He returned in 1976, launching a tenure that would define Pittsburgh hockey broadcasting for generations. From 1976 to 2006, Lange was the lead play-by-play announcer for both radio and television broadcasts, calling every major moment in Penguins history, from Mario Lemieux's dominance to the team's 5 Stanley Cup championships. His signature catchphrases such as, "Buy Sam a drink and get his dog one too," and "Scratch my back with a hacksaw," became legendary among fans. In 2006, Fox Sports Pittsburgh opted not to renew his television contract, a decision that was widely unpopular with fans. However, Lange remained with the Penguins, transitioning back to radio broadcasts, a role he held until his retirement in 2021. His final years in the booth cemented his legacy as one of hockey's most recognizable and cherished voices. Lange was more than just an announcer. He was a Pittsburgh institution. His deep connection with the team, the city, and the fans made him a beloved figure beyond the rink. He was honored before a 2019 game against the Winnipeg Jets, receiving a personalized autographed jersey commemorating his 45th year with the Penguins. Lange passed away at his home in Pittsburgh at the age of 76. His voice will forever echo through the memories of Penguins fans, his colorful calls etched in the fabric of Pittsburgh sports history. Tributes to Mike Lange. Number 3. David Lyle Boren was a dedicated public servant, educator, and statesman whose impact on Oklahoma and the United States spanned decades. Born on April 21, 1941 in Washington, D.C., he was deeply influenced by his father, U.S. Representative Lyle Boren, and from an early age, he committed himself to a life of leadership and public service. After serving 4 terms in the Oklahoma House of Representatives, Boren became Oklahoma's youngest governor at age 33 in 1974. His administration focused on government reform, education, and ethics in politics, leading to sweeping changes in the state's governance. His energetic approach to leadership became known as the Boren Broom Brigade, a symbol of his efforts to bring a fresh perspective to state politics. In 1979, he was elected to the U.S. Senate, where he served for 15 years. As chairman of the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, he played a key role in national security and bipartisan cooperation. His relationships with intelligence officials, including CIA Director George Tenet, shaped counterterrorism policies and influenced responses to global security threats. He was an early advocate for addressing the risks of international terrorism, even discussing such concerns with Tenet on the morning of September 11, 2001. Boren was also a leading voice in the fight against South African apartheid. His stance helped build bipartisan support for sanctions, and his work was acknowledged by Nelson Mandela, who personally recognized him for his efforts. His influence extended to U.S. policy in Central America, particularly in Nicaragua, where he worked behind the scenes to help navigate conflicts between the Contras and the Sandinistas. In 1994, he left the Senate and became president of the University of Oklahoma, serving for 24 years. Under his leadership, the university underwent historic expansion in academics, research, and infrastructure. He helped establish the first major public-private funding campaign, significantly increasing scholarships and faculty support, while elevating OU's national reputation. Boren retired in 2018, and his later years were marked by health struggles, including a minor stroke and heart surgery. He passed away on February 20th, at the age of 83, due to complications from diabetes. His legacy lives on through his contributions to public service, national security, and education. His son, Dan Boren, continues the family's tradition of leadership. Tributes to David Boren. Number 2. Ilkka Kuusisto was a Finnish composer, conductor, choir master, and organist, whose contributions to opera and choral music left an enduring mark on Finland's musical heritage. Born on April 26, 1933, he dedicated his life to composition, performance, and music education, shaping the country's cultural landscape for over 6 decades. His musical journey began at the Sibelius Academy, where he trained as an organist and music teacher, qualifying in 1954 and 1958, respectively. Under the guidance of Ara Merikanto, he refined his composition skills, later advancing his studies in Vienna and New York, broadening his artistic scope. Kuusisto's early career saw him serve as a church organist for nearly 2 decades, a role that strengthened his deep connection to choral and sacred music. During the 1960s, he conducted the Helsinki City Theatre Orchestra and later became a faculty member at Sibelius Academy, teaching from 1975 to 1984. His work at Yle, Finland's public broadcaster, and as artistic director of Musiikkifeisar, further solidified his influence in Finnish music. One of his most notable leadership roles was as Director General of the Finnish National Opera from 1984 to 1992. Under his direction, the opera house flourished, embracing new productions and expanding its reach to wider audiences. His extensive work as a choir master, conducting the Finnish National Opera Chorus and the Radio Symphony Chorus, as well as numerous other choral groups, showcased his deep passion for vocal music. As a composer, Kuusisto was known for his accessible and melodious style, particularly in opera and choral works. His operas, such as Gabriel Tule Takaisin and Aino Akte, resonated with audiences, combining rich storytelling with expressive music. His ability to blend Finnish folklore with contemporary themes made his compositions uniquely compelling. Music was a family tradition for Kuusisto. His father, Taneli Kuusisto, was a respected composer and music educator, and his sons, Jaakko and Pekka, continued the legacy as violinists, composers, and conductors. Ilkka Kuusisto passed away on February 20th, at the age of 91, leaving behind a legacy of musical excellence, leadership, and education. His work continues to inspire generations of musicians and audiences, ensuring his place as one of Finland's most cherished musical figures. Tributes to Ilkka Kuusisto. What's trending on the internet? News 1. Former NFL punter and longtime activist Chris Klue was arrested during a heated Huntington Beach City Council meeting on Tuesday night after staging a protest against a controversial plaque proposal. Klue, 43, attended the meeting to speak out against a proposed acrostic plaque outside the city's central library, which features the phrase, "Making America Great Again." Before his arrest, he declared, "I will now engage in the time-honored American tradition of peaceful civil disobedience." He then moved toward the dais where council members were seated. Police quickly intervened, carrying Klue out of the chambers as he remained limp and did not resist arrest. He was held for 4 hours before being released and cited for disrupting an assembly. Speaking after the incident, Klue emphasized that he wanted to raise awareness. "People need to understand what's happening here. Our elected officials are making choices that do not reflect the values of democracy." City Council member Gracie Vander Mark dismissed Klue's protest as attention-seeking, stating, "He wanted his 5 minutes of fame, and that's what he got." The meeting also included discussions on an orchestrated light show in Central Park and the appointment of a new city attorney. Meanwhile, the plaque design, including the debated acrostic, was unanimously approved by the council. News 2. Pope Francis, 88, is showing signs of improvement while receiving treatment for bilateral pneumonia at a hospital in Rome. After spending a restful 5th night under medical care, he was visited by Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, who described him as alert and responsive, noting that he had not lost his sense of humor. Recent updates from the Vatican indicate that blood tests have shown a slight improvement in the Pope's condition. Despite his illness, he has been able to get out of bed, eat breakfast, and continue working from his hospital room, engaging in light activities such as reading newspapers. Due to his hospitalization, the Vatican has canceled his weekend engagements. Pope Francis has faced respiratory challenges in the past, having had part of one lung removed as a young adult after suffering from pleurisy. His current treatment is expected to require an adequate stay in the hospital to ensure a full recovery. The Pope remains in good spirits and has expressed gratitude for the prayers and well wishes from around the world. His followers continue to offer their support, hoping for his swift recovery and return to his duties. News 3. Country music star Pam Tillis has shared an update on her health after sustaining a foot injury that required surgery. The 66-year-old singer, known for hits like Maybe It Was Memphis and Mi Vida Loca, took to social media to reassure fans about her recovery. Tillis revealed that she recently underwent surgery after suffering a painful injury to her foot. While she did not specify the cause, she shared that the recovery process has been challenging but is progressing well. "I'm healing and taking it one step at a time. Literally," she joked, keeping a positive outlook despite the setback. The singer expressed gratitude for the support from her fans, friends, and family. "Thank you for all the well wishes. Your kind words mean the world to me," she wrote. She also mentioned that she is following her doctor's advice to ensure a smooth recovery. Although she has had to take a brief pause from performing, Tillis is eager to return to the stage soon. "Music is my heart, and I can't wait to be back doing what I love," she added. Fans continue to send their encouragement, flooding her posts with messages of support. Many are hopeful that she will be back in full swing soon, ready to entertain audiences once again. News 4. King Charles III, who was diagnosed with cancer in February 2024, continues to undergo treatment into 2025. Despite his health challenges, the 76-year-old monarch remains committed to his royal duties, maintaining a busy schedule to reassure the nation of his dedication. Health professionals have emphasized the importance of rest for the king during this critical period. Life coach Julie noted, "Rest is essential to complete the stress cycle and reset back to a healthier level." Similarly, Queen Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, described the king as the most hardworking man he has ever met, highlighting Charles's relentless work ethic. In addition to his official responsibilities, King Charles has implemented eco-friendly initiatives at his Sandringham estate, including the installation of a solar farm to power the property. This reflects his long-standing commitment to environmental sustainability. As his treatment progresses, the king continues to balance his health needs with his royal obligations, demonstrating resilience and dedication to his role. News 5. A tragic accident has claimed the life of a 17-year-old powerlifter after a gym mishap. According to reports, the young athlete was training when a heavy barbell slipped and caused a fatal injury. The incident occurred at a local gym, where witnesses say the teen was attempting a lift when the barbell fell, leading to a critical situation. Emergency responders arrived quickly and provided medical assistance before transporting him to the hospital. Despite efforts to save him, the injuries were too severe, and he sadly passed away. The gym community and friends have expressed their grief, remembering him as a dedicated athlete with a strong passion for weightlifting. Many have taken to social media to share their condolences and honor his commitment to the sport. Experts emphasize the importance of proper safety measures in weightlifting, including using spotters and safety racks to prevent similar tragedies. Coaches and trainers encourage athletes to prioritize safety while training to avoid preventable accidents. Authorities are investigating the incident to determine if additional precautions could have been taken. The gym has expressed its condolences to the teen's family and pledged to review safety protocols. As the community mourns this heartbreaking loss, his family and friends are remembering him as a hard-working and inspiring individual whose dedication to his passion left a lasting impact. News 6. Kansas frontman Ronnie Platt has been diagnosed with cancer, leading the band to cancel several upcoming concerts as he focuses on treatment and recovery. The news was shared by the legendary rock band, known for hits like Carry On Wayward Son and Dust in the Wind, in an emotional statement to fans. Platt, who has been the lead vocalist for Kansas since 2014, is stepping away from performing to focus on his health. "Ronnie is facing this challenge with incredible strength, and we are all standing by him with our full support," the band wrote. As a result, several of the band's scheduled performances have been postponed or canceled, with fans encouraged to hold on to their tickets as updates become available. Kansas assured supporters that they will continue to provide information as Platt undergoes treatment. Fans and fellow musicians have flooded social media with messages of support, sending well wishes and encouragement for his recovery. Platt, known for his powerful vocals and passion for music, has expressed gratitude for the outpouring of love. Kansas remains optimistic about the future and is committed to keeping fans informed. Ronnie is a fighter, and we know he'll give this everything he's got, the band said. Supporters are encouraged to keep Platt in their thoughts as he navigates this difficult journey. Number 1. William Browder was a renowned American mathematician whose pioneering work in algebraic topology, differential topology, and differential geometry significantly shaped modern mathematics. His contributions to surgery theory alongside Sergei Novikov, Dennis Sullivan, and C.T.C. Wall provided essential methods for classifying high-dimensional manifolds, leaving an enduring impact on the field. Throughout his career, he was dedicated to advancing mathematical research and education, serving as president of the American Mathematical Society from 1989 to 1991. Born in New York City in 1934, Browder was raised in a family deeply engaged in intellectual and political discourse. His parents, Raisa, née Berkman, and Earl Browder, had lived in the Soviet Union before returning to the United States. He grew up alongside his brothers, Felix and Andrew, both of whom also pursued distinguished careers in mathematics. Browder's academic journey began at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, where he earned a B.S. in 1954. He then completed his Ph.D. at Princeton University in 1958, under the supervision of John Coleman Moore, with a dissertation on homology of loop spaces. His early work set the foundation for his later breakthroughs in topology, particularly in the study of high-dimensional manifolds. From 1964 onward, Browder was a professor at Princeton University, where he became a respected leader in the mathematics community. He served as chair of the mathematics department from 1971 to 1973 and was editor of the prestigious journal Annals of Mathematics from 1969 to 1981. His leadership extended beyond Princeton, as he played a crucial role in shaping mathematical discourse as president of the American Mathematical Society. Recognized for his exceptional contributions, Browder was elected to the United States National Academy of Sciences in 1980, the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in 1984, and the Finnish Society of Sciences and Letters in 1990. His work earned him international acclaim, and his influence continued to inspire mathematical research long after his retirement. In 1994, Princeton University hosted a conference in celebration of his 60th birthday, honoring his remarkable contributions to mathematics. Another conference was held in 2012 to mark his retirement, reflecting the profound respect he commanded within the academic community. William Browder's legacy lives on through his mathematical discoveries, his mentorship of future scholars, and his leadership in the field. His work remains a cornerstone in topology, influencing generations of mathematicians. Tributes to William Browder. Ariane Bellemare was a model, actress, and television personality whose vibrant presence left an imprint on the entertainment industry. Born June 27, 1978 in Florida,